My husband walked in looking panicked and announced, "I think I accidentally bought an alpaca on eBay last night. I was standing in the kitchen eating cereal straight from the box." "You what?" "An alpaca. I was drunk and bidding on random stuff and I think I won." He showed me his phone. There it was. Confirmation email, $850 for one female alpaca named Rosie. Pickup required within 72 hours from some farm 2 hours away. Brian, what the actual fuck? I grabbed his phone. The listing photos showed this fluffy white alpaca just staring at the camera. How do you accidentally buy livestock? "I don't know. I thought I was bidding on a vintage arcade machine." He ran his hands through his hair. The auction ended at 2 a.m. and I got the confirmation email. I started laughing. Not a cute laugh either. The ugly kind where you can barely breathe. You spent $850 on an alpaca thinking it was Pac-Man? Stop laughing. We have 3 days to pick her up or we lose the deposit. Here's the thing nobody knew. I'd been miserable for months. Brian worked 60-hour weeks at some soul-crushing finance job. We barely talked anymore. Our apartment was boring. Everything was boring. And now suddenly we owned an alpaca. "All right," I said. "Let's go get Rosie." His face went blank. "Are you serious?" "Dead serious. You already paid. Where the hell are we gonna keep an alpaca in our apartment?" I was already Googling alpaca care on my phone. Turns out we couldn't. But Brian's brother Austin lived on 5 acres outside the city with his wife Nina. I called Austin immediately. "Hey, weird question. Can we keep an alpaca at your place?" Austin didn't even hesitate. "Hell yeah. Nina's been wanting farm animals anyway." Saturday morning, we drove 2 hours to this sketchy farm in the middle of nowhere. The owner was this old guy named Dale, who looked exactly like someone who sells alpacas on eBay. He brought Rosie out and she was actually kind of majestic. Way bigger than the photos suggested. "She's a good girl," Dale said. "Spits sometimes though." Brian looked terrified. "Spits?" "Only when she's pissed off." Dale handed Brian the lead rope. Rosie immediately spit a huge glob of green cud right onto Brian's designer jacket. The same $400 jacket he bought last month. I absolutely lost it. "Oh my god, she hates you already." "This is a nightmare," Brian muttered, trying to wipe alpaca spit off with his sleeve. We loaded Rosie into Austin's borrowed livestock trailer. The whole drive back, I kept checking on her through the rear window. She looked chill as hell, just vibing back there. When we got to Austin and Nina's place, something clicked. Setting up Rosie's pen, learning how to brush her, watching her run around, it was the most fun Brian and I had together in 2 years. Nina brought out beers and we all sat in the grass while Rosie explored. "You know what's insane?" Austin said. "You two actually look happy for once." He was right. Brian had taken a week off work, claiming family emergency. We visited Rosie every single day. Brian started researching alpaca farming seriously. By week 3, he'd quit his job. "You did what?" his mom screamed through speakerphone when he told her. "I quit. I'm starting an alpaca farm with Austin." Brian was feeding Rosie an apple, completely unbothered. "You went to Harvard for this?" she yelled. "Now I understand why your father and I paid for therapy." I grabbed the phone. He accidentally bought happiness for $850. Let him live. 6 months later, we'd bought 4 more alpacas, moved into a farmhouse on Austin's property, and started selling alpaca fiber online. The business was actually making money. Not fuck you money, but enough. Brian had lost that dead look in his eyes. We were outside every day covered in dirt and alpaca hair. His old coworkers kept texting him, "Dude, are you coming back?" And "This alpaca thing is embarrassing." Brian blocked most of them.